Right now, the constant buildup of tension of always saying every day something big is about to happen. That constant pressure makes you want to lose it.
If we don't find a way out of this soon, I'm gonna lose it. Nuts. Insane. Bonzo. No longer in possession of one's faculties. 3 fries short of a happy meal. Wacko!
Just as with other events that unfolded right before all of this, eventually people get so fed up, they just have to tune out to remain sane. It just begs the question, like, what the hell is going on here anyway? And you start digging, you start to realize this either has been predicted or orchestrated along the way. Or maybe that's not the right question to ask at all.
Give us the ultimate question then.
I can't, but there is one who can. A computer that will calculate the ultimate question. A computer of such infinite complexity that life itself will form part of its operational matrix. And you yourselves shall take on new, more primitive forms and go down into the computer to navigate its 10-million-year program. I shall design this computer for you, and it shall be called...
What's the real question then being answered here, right? Lately there's been all kinds of popular debates about, if we're in a simulation, or maybe we're in fact being watched. Or maybe even experimented upon.
I mean, I don't know this cheese of which you speak, but they were there on Earth as mice experimenting on you.
Oh, I see where you become confused now. You see, we were experimenting on them.
Ah, no. Well, yeah, no. I gather that's what they wanted you to think, but you were actually elements in their computer program.
Yet, even if that's the case, it's like, to what end? What if the answer is so complex it takes lifetimes to figure out?
So the question that pressed upon me by virtue of these discoveries was simply, what is the purpose of such a beautiful deception? An immense amount of data collecting has uncovered a synthesis of images from antiquity that seem to be describing in traditions and texts the following picture of our original solar system. While this is a simulated system, the idea here is that this simulation is a copy of an actual solar system. This then leads us to conclude that if this is a copy of a real system, then to create an artificial one must have been a very important decision, a huge undertaking. To bring into existence so much intricacy and virtual complexity as to even deceive intelligent occupants who believe they are in a real universe and not mere participants necessitates an agenda of such importance that we make the leap to assume that this program concerns the very survival of the real system. To build a copy with such exactitude implies an urgency experienced by these builders.
In other words, we could be in a simulation and we're trying to figure out how to prevent the end of the real us. Now, it could be that we're like the crew of the SG-1, the one where they're caught in a time dilation right before they're about to be destroyed, and they try to figure out how to prevent that destruction.
Maintaining the time dilation field for all this time has almost completely depleted the ZPM and the power source in the Asgard core.
We don't have enough power to make it work.
Here's irony for you, huh? I create the field to buy us more time. I finally figure out how to undo it all, and that extra time is what makes it impossible.
Are you sure? I mean, if you had some more time, could you...
Or I got it, maybe the whole thing is like, we're trying to find an answer, and the odds are 4 million to 1.
Hey, what was that?
Went forward in time to view alternate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of the coming conflict.
How many did you see?
14,605,000.
How many we win?
1.
Maybe the very act of trying to escape the Matrix, maybe that's what helps us with the computations. And maybe all that time trying to figure out the best rhubarb pie is also helping with all the calculations. It's basically like the restaurant at the end of the universe, where the hyperdrive calculations are done by the people that are around the table trying to figure out who pays what from the restaurant bill. Regardless on how you think of this mess, one thing is very clear. Nothing is as it seems, and the truth is never broadcast on TV. It's like a race you can't win, but you keep trying, and that fuels the answer. By going towards the impossible, you reveal the possible. And in that, further calculations of the answer. Yet even as we all fuel the answer, in the end, when it's all done, we won't remember it. And yet the builders, whoever they might be, go on living. Now, don't you feel useful? If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time.